Hey everyone, I think we're experiencing some enshittification of the internet in real time right now, and I just thought we'd take a little look at that because I got a new email from YouTube about the Ask Studio feature, and the eyes looking at a bright little shape is already a bad start because that already screams, AI feature, right? It's amazing that it's been shorthanded that much that it's literally just like, there's a weird little shape. It's probably an AI thing. So before I even look into anything else about this, meet Ask Studio, your new creative partner. Need a little help analyzing your channel's data? Say hello to Ask Studio, a brand new conversational tool right inside YouTube Studio. By using information from your channel, Ask Studio can give you quick, helpful insights and ideas and help you spend less time researching and more time creating the content your community loves. We love content that's from AI for AI. Here's a glimpse of what Ask Studio... just can't speak today, apparently. Here's a glimpse of what Ask Studio can do for you. Simplify your creative process with Ask Studio. Quickly analyze video performance, identify key comment themes, and brainstorm ideas to engage your audience. Get tailored insights and ideas for your channel. By using your content and channel data, Ask Studio helps you create a plan for videos that are perfect for your audience. All you need in one place. Ask Studio lives right inside YouTube Studio, so you can keep creating without breaking your rhythm. Currently available only on desktop and in English only. We'll see about that. So I'm already leery about this because we kind of have a version of this. So even, first of all, it's like AI tools are already like a rough place to start, but it's also like we have the inspiration tab and this thing spits out the most like weird things half the time. I can explain the furry fandom's unsung queer history. Unsung. The unsung history of queer people in the furry fandom. Echo, unpacking its queer horror and furry tropes. What is this? What is that thumbnail? Wait. What is this thumbnail? What do you think? Who are these anime characters? Not really. Okay, at least those are furry. It's just strange furry art though. Remember the hyper muscular, super vascular fox character with psychic powers from Echo? Is there a fox in Echo? Oh, Jenna, yeah. There's technically a fox. Let's see the outline for this video premise. Defining queer horror beyond LGBTQ plus characters. Beyond. What is that sentence? Defining queer horror beyond queer characters. You put the lens there in the first place with the first phrase, and then the second phrase is like, we're moving beyond queer characters. I'm like, that was the premise. This is a bad bullet point already. Exploring things of otherness, fear of the unknown, and social anxieties. Echoes, in quotes, that feels weird in quotes. Echoes queer coded elements, analyzing specific narrative choices, character arcs, and visual motifs that align with queer horror traditions. Challenging the norm, how Echo potentially subverts or expands typical queer horror tropes, pushing boundaries. I can only assume this is happening because in my Ad Astra video, I mentioned briefly some queer analysis of Echo, and then there's probably people in the comment section that are like, I would love to see a video on Echo, and so it's just trying to like regurgitate nonsense in order to say unleashing the furry trope in modern cinema. It thinks that Echo is cinema and that we're gonna unleash the furry trope in it. Those words don't mean anything. What are you talking about? The furry trope in modern cinema. I'm losing my mind. Intersections where queer horror meets furry tropes in Echo. That's technically a thing, but it's just like mashing these words together over and over again and hoping that it eventually means something. The surprising connection between B-stars and queer theory. That's just a less coherent version of a video I already made, which is what the algorithm's basing its suggestions on in the first place. That's how little of an idea it has. Very popular topic with reviewers. I know it has 1.5 million views, but with a better title and thumbnail. None of the... It doesn't know what Beastars is at all. So it's giving me this picture here. Who are those characters? It's just hallucinating. Is that a guy with a flute? Or 2 pencils in his fingers? What's he doing with his fingers? Is this guy vaguely based on that anime character from, like, not Hunter x Hunter, Demon Slayer? He's got like the red hair, kind of comes out like this. Might be brown hair, brownish reddish hair, and then like a scar, I think, on his forehead. Incoherent. It's insane. It'd be so weird to run a channel like this, like actually unpacking Ad Astra's emotional impact and I already made that video. You're not even suggesting videos to me. You're just fucking... that's how limited its fucking idea space is. It just misidentifies videos I've already made and says, you should make that. It'd probably be pretty good. Are AI furries truly ethical or just efficient? And that we reached the next thing, which is that I don't know if this is just because my audience is furry and artistic and has issues with AI, obviously. Like, there's gonna be some part of my audience that's mad that I've even like opened this tab, because I'm technically using AI just by opening the tab, but I can't stress enough that it's here, just in the dashboard. And also, if you do a Google search, you're using AI, because it automatically populates an AI field right there, because they're trying to justify their investment in all this stuff. So they're putting it everywhere all the time, even when it sucks. And you can't use the internet without AI popping up constantly now. So I know that there's people that have like never used AI, not even once, but it's like, there's layers to that. Like, it's one thing to like post generative AI and so on, but I'm like, you can't avoid AI tools. Yeah, I don't use them in my job, but it's like impossible to not trigger them like doing their thing constantly, because it's kind of like the idea of avoiding advertising online, where you can't avoid ads online because they're meant to be jammed into every single particle of the internet. And similarly, AI tools are like that now, where like they're trying to justify their own existence. They're trying to get the numbers to claim that they're being used all the time, and they're doing that by artificially making them get used against your will all the time. But a fascinating part about my own fucking situation, I don't know if this happens to everyone's AI on YouTube or if it just is to me, almost every single time the AI is just like, is AI bad? And I'm like, that's you. The fact that AI is itself, it's such a fucking Ouroboros of eating itself and nonsense and just puking everywhere, that it can't help but be caught up in the discourse about itself. So half the time that I even look at one of these tabs, it's complaining about itself and saying that I should, and suggesting that I should make a video that's suggested by AI to complain about AI. Like, it's suggesting that premise. And I guess I'm doing that already. So I feel, on some level, I'm being played, I guess. But I wasn't prompted by this tab to do this. But anyway, that's the fucking inspiration tool that was already there. So I'm really afraid of this fucking button, because what is it gonna say I should be doing? Hi everyone. So this is where the video gets really embarrassing, because I mean, everything I do on this channel is poorly conceived, but in this case, I forgot to double check my recording layout, and the AI tools are inconveniently on the far right of the screen, which is perfectly blocked by my webcam. The layout was working fine until then, and I never checked it and never noticed it, and the video's recorded, and so the options are either delete the video or I upload this version of it that's busted, because it'd be really weird to like go back and like try to artificially recreate the process of checking out the thing. That'd be weird, but like I did just ruin the recording, so you guys get to listen to me read aloud what the AI says when you can't see it for the rest of the video. And Well, how can Ask Studio help me? Summarize comments. Oh, Jesus. That might be the scariest button you could press, in that the comment section is just there to make me want to not make things. And I don't know what a summary of that would be. I would assume that the average summary of my video essay channel's comments is saying, what are you, a pedophile? When in response to you analyzing anything. Foring, Keith? Okay. Your audience is generally excited about the prospect of more content on a new channel. Many comments express enthusiasm and have already subscribed to your new channel, often with humorous suggestions for its name, like Boring Threeth. That's already its name, you dumbass. That's not a suggestion, that's what it's called. Or Foring, Keith. Key themes from the comments include positive reception to new content. That's you guys, I guess. I keep looking at my OBS as if that's me looking at the camera, but the camera's over here, and I'm not trained for webcams. They're weird. Viewers are happy to see more content and appreciate the idea of dedicating channel for different video formats, especially for random rambles and unscripted stuff. Hair-related humor and support. Oh no, I don't need... There's a notable amount of lighthearted discussion about your hair, with viewers offering supportive and humorous comments about male pattern baldness and personal experiences. Channel naming creativity. Many comments playfully suggest names for new channels. You just said that already. You already said that. Suggestions for promotion. Some viewers offered practical advice, such as linking the new channel in the bios of your channels to help with... Yeah, that's what I do. Concerns with audience fragmentation. A few viewers have expressed concerns that having too many channels might spread your audience to make it a hassle for subscribers to keep up with all your content. Yes, but it's bad to put everything on one channel, because then you'd never find the types of content you actually want to watch. Overwhelmingly positive. This is not an accurate summary of my comment section. It must mean just the new video. It must just be summarizing the comments on the video announcing the new channel, so on. Summarize my channel performance. More suggestions. What does this thing do? Oh god. Draft an engaging community post. Oh boy. What is an engaging post in my voice? Hey everyone, just wanted to give a huge shout out and thank you for all the amazing support on the new channel. Oh, it's not what a shout out is. Shout out for who you're not naming anyone. You guys are seriously the best. The comments have been absolutely hilarious, especially all the creative name suggestions. Boring Threeth definitely made me laugh. Yes, when I thought of it. Don't worry, the main Boring Keith channel isn't going anywhere. This is still home for all our usual content. It would be if I made anything. The new channel is just a little space for those random rambles and unscripted moments, so we can keep things fresh and fun over here too. What kind of unscripted stuff are you most excited to see? Let me know in the I don't use exclamation points. I over abuse LOL, but if I use too many exclamation points in a post, you know that you can take the shot. It's not really me. This is unnerving. Okay, let's do it. What kind of video should I make on this channel? Here are some ideas for your channel, Boring Keith, based on your audience's interest in top-performing content from the last 90 days, which is an interesting situation because I haven't made a video in the last year. They have high interest in videos and shorts. Great. Medium interest in live streams. How do you know what they're interested in live streams? I've never streamed on this channel. How do you determine that? Is that just your default answer? Content related to furries, visual novels, and queer readings of media like Beastars and Beast Complex, which are functionally the same thing, are performing exceptionally well. I have an analytics tab already. I can just look at that. We have non-AI, just functioning tools that just summarize how the channel's doing right now, which is like, it's always Lego She Is Gay. It always has the most views in any given month at all times, no matter what, unless I just made a new video, in which case that video gets the highest viewership for that month, and then immediately goes back to being beneath Lego She Is Gay, which always generates something even when I'm just actively failing to make content. Do ideas that could resonate with your stuff. Deeper dives into media analysis. Since your audience enjoys your queer readings and analyses of visual novels, one visual novel ever, consider exploring other medias with similar themes. You could analyze character archetypes, narrative structures, or cultural impacts within visual novels and other animated series. Other animated series from visual novels? See, these words, it doesn't know what it's saying. It just doesn't know. It sounds coherent at first, but it's just mashing together the keywords that are really obvious already. Like I have a really strong focus on this channel, so it's really easy to say what I should do, even if you don't speak the language functionally, which is what the AI is kind of like. Like it doesn't know what it's saying, but it can repeat the words that are being shouted at it a lot already, as if that's a clever idea. And it's like, okay, I know because of the numbers that I can see right here. Idea: deconstructing the tropes. What makes a great visual novel story? No one's gonna click on that. That's so vague and boring. That's a terrible title for a video. Beyond the Surface: unpacking queer subtext in another popular animated series / visual novel. I'm gonna level with you. I'd probably call it like main character is gay, a queer reading of title, because that's the format of my popular videos is titles. You know, like a H-Bomber guy, like X is garbage and here's why. Why would I call it Beyond the Surface, unpacking subtext? And first of all, that's so many words before you even get to the name of the thing. So like, there's no accusation, there's no punch to it. It's a terrible title. Furry fandom explorations. Given the strong performance of your furry-related content, you could create more videos that explore different aspects of the furry fandom, perhaps from a critical, humorous, or even educational perspective. Perhaps even from a critical or educational perspective. Yeah, I know what analysis means. What if your analysis came from the perspective of being analysis? It's fucking... This is the tool. This is the clever thing that's supposed to, like, knock me out of my rut when I don't know how to make something or something. The evolution of furry art, a historical look. Common misconceptions about the furry fandom and why they're wrong. It does at least know that you should, it knows that you're supposed to be confrontational on some level, seemingly. Although common misconceptions about the furry fandom and why you're wrong is so wordy. You just say you're wrong about the furry fandom. That's how you title a YouTube video. Jesus. Embrace your rambling style. No. That's not what this channel's for. This channel's for scripted videos. I made a rambling channel. See, it's like people responded well to you making a rambling channel. You should embrace your rambling. And I'm like, no. That was the whole point of making the rambling channel. That content, spamming that content on this channel would ruin the trajectory that it has of doing well with each video. This channel being my essay channel. Leaning to more rambles and unscripted stuff you mentioned from your new channel. These could be shorter. Now it's just suggesting that I make the stuff on my new channel that I said I was going to make on my new channel. This tool is just, it has nothing to offer, I don't think. Like, what's the point of it? My unpopular opinion on a recent pop culture event. Yeah, that's the template, basically. A day in the life of Boring Keith, unscripted musings. That's a incredibly pretentious title to say about myself. That's like me interviewing myself as like a genius interview where someone sits on the stool in front of the white background and like, yeah, so this is just my creative process and I'm just so clever and cool. And then you title it that about yourself. Like, man, we really got some time to ask this guy about what he's up to, but it's me filming myself and interviewing myself and putting it on my own video. Like, I think Dan Olsen did that for one of the videos, the one for the flat earth, the follow-up to the flat earth video where he pretends to interview himself as a pretentious conceit because he realized that his subject had functionally interviewed themselves. Q&A sessions. Host live stream or recorded Q&A where you answer audience questions on various topics, allowing for spontaneous, engaging discussions. Idea: ask me anything, life, YouTube, and everything in between. Yes, the two things in my life and YouTube. Could be a regular series. Yeah, I have a regular series that's a Q&A. It's on my Let's Play channel and on my Patreon. Creative content formats. Creative formats. React. It's really creative. I'd feel really creative if I did a React video. I swear to fucking God. Reacting to my first visual novel playthrough. Oh. Like rewatching myself playing Ad Astra and reacting to it for like 20 hours. Ugh. I'm gonna love watching the part where I cry and then just watching it and having to come up with something to say in response to that. That would be great. Collaborations. Okay, this just didn't need to be... It's like the equivalent of when somebody's like, when you have a meeting and you're like, this could have been an email. I'm like, this could have been an FAQ. It didn't need to be an AI thing. Because like all of the insights on my channel are already right here. Like, look, this is what people are watching. This is it. And this is just like a fucking... Did you know that like Q&As and React videos exist? Did you know that when your video does well, you should do more video like the video? That's its level of insight. It's not gonna get like the secret like pulse of like what secret viral video is in me and how to make it and have it genuinely create like value for people. It has no insight about like what's going to be artistically impactful to people. It has no idea like what's the next video I can make that might lead to people like making life-changing decisions going forward and crazy things like that. It's just like, hey, you've had a video do well before. What if you made that video but with the words rearranged slightly? It's like that's a little creativity that AI can offer. I just I'm gonna say thumbs down. Generic and bland, I guess. I'm not sharing feedback, actually. No, I do not want to explain to you how to improve this, because this is a bad feature that shouldn't be here. This is just... What are the resources being spent for things like this to be integrated on the dashboard level for every single YouTube channel, while not really suggest new video ideas? How is this going to vary from what I already wrote myself? I guess I already wrote suggest new video ideas based on stuff. Did it just do it again? Beyond 30 days, polishing your visual novel. Marketing your visual novel, getting eyes in your game. That would actually be valuable on some level. Not something I can do, but marketing a niche itch.io project within a niche furry fandom is a wild prospect to try to do. It just wants me to just keep... It does just keep saying continue things. What if you made a sequel to the 30-day visual novel thing? Or what if you did a queer reading of a different piece of media? Like, no one could think of that? More creator interviews. Those did not do well. Let's not pretend those did well. That's a bad suggestion, actually. The creator interviews do not do well. That's incredibly niche. It's a bad idea for content. What if you played through a visual novel? Yeah. An idea to Let's Play. This game is suggesting... First of all, I did Let's Plays of all these visual novels in question, but it's suggesting in year of our Lord 2025 to make a Let's Play. That's how you'll do well on your channel. Just torpedo your video essay channel, which is doing well whenever a new video comes out, which is never, by making a Let's Play. A famously popular format this year. It couldn't be more funny because I'm like, I do Let's Plays as a profession on my other channel. That's what I'm busy with all the time. And it's not doing well. It's not going great. I'm doing that every day, and every day it just gets a little more dead. This thing is... Oh, I'm gonna close that forever. No. AI tools are so profoundly pointless. Here's a video where I showed you what we expected.